Hi folks, welcome to the Vapor Chief Before You Buy videos. In this video I want to discuss how hot is the actual steam. Everybody reads specs on different websites, different machines, and our machines are no different. We give you the specs of the temperature inside the boiler and the pressure and all that, and people fall in love with numbers, and sometimes the numbers do and do not mean a lot. A lot of times it comes down to your technique and how you use the machine to make it more effective. Now, we've had calls from people where they actually complain that the machine's not hot enough, which is kind of confusing, but now we understand it because we figure that people really aren't using the machine correctly when they complain about the machine not being hot enough. Our machines are probably the hottest out there. We make good hot, dry steam. Our boilers are second to none. We're making a lot of pressure in these machines. There's a lot of heat. There's well over 310 degrees on even our 75 machine. So it's really not about heat, it's about how you perceive the heat. We've had complaints from people, to be honest with you, about the machine's not hot enough, the steam's not hot enough. They hold the steam wand against their hand and they don't feel the heat. Now the reason for that is, and we don't have this machine hooked up, so if I squeeze the trigger it's not doing anything, it's just for demonstration purposes. We're doing a series of videos here so I didn't heat up any of the machines. The thing about using the machine, a lot of times you're not just using the wand. Now, if you want to disinfect the surface, you have to get really, really close to the surface. If you're trying to disinfect, say, the knob on your toilet, you want that steam wand to be right up against that surface to get the most amount of heat. The farther away the steam hits the atmosphere, the more temperature we're going to lose. Now, there's cases where you can hold your hand, say, 2 or 3 inches away from the steam wand and not feel that much heat, because depending on how warm or cold it is in your shop, your garage, your home, and how well adjusted your hand is to certain temperatures, you can hold your hand this far away from a steam wand and not feel the intense heat. But that's also not giving you the best cleaning application. If you're just spraying steam on a surface from this far away, you're going to fog the surface, you might put on a good show, there might be a good plume of steam inside your house or inside your shop or inside a car if you're a detail guy, but unless the steam is almost touching the surface, you're losing a lot of temperature. As soon as the steam exits the nozzle and hits atmosphere, it wants to cool down, it wants to condensate. Now the way we recommend using the steamer in most applications is either getting that wand right up against the surface if you need to disinfect, or when you're using a brush, such as this, and putting it on the end of the nozzle, getting it really, really close to the surface and actually scrubbing the surface. When you scrub the surface like this, you're not letting the steam escape. The steam will find its way out. But if you're holding the steam right up against the surface that you're cleaning, that surface is going to become very, very hot. You're going to disinfect it really, really fast, and you're going to release the dirt a lot faster than if you're holding it even with the brush a couple of inches away, or if you wanted to clean that surface just with the steam nozzle a couple of inches away. And the thing about using just the steam nozzle sometimes is you have a very, very pinpoint plume of steam. It fans out as it hits the atmosphere, but as it comes out of the nozzle, it's very pinpoint, and then as it comes out of the nozzle, it fans out, but it's also losing temperature at that point. So we want you to be aware that technique is just as important as the specifications on the machine in learning how to use the machine correctly and gaining the most out of the steam itself. Now, sure, we're going to lose steam as it exits the boiler here, as it goes through the machine, as it goes through a fairly long steam hose and exits the tip. You're going to lose 25, 30 degrees easily, and you're going to lose even more once it exits the nozzle. So now our specification on this machine of about 315 degrees inside the boiler, you're going to lose 25, 30 degrees as it exits, but it's still going to be extremely hot. It's still going to be hot enough to disinfect. You just want to get the hang of using it the correct way. And sometimes the hand test, that's really not the test. Now believe me, if you hold your hand like that for a very short period of time, you're going to burn yourself. But there's no reason to burn yourself to figure out how hot the steam is. And again, any questions, give us a call. We can fully explain it to you.